What's the point of Paul in your life now? I was angry with you. Yeah, I know I was slutting around, but you took everything so hard. And now look what I've done. I've thrown you this square. Yeah, he's square, Marianne. He's a square bear. He's all cuddly and built for hibernating with. And he's stuck.
I will always be grateful to you for Paul.
Welcome to Kermode Uncut. There's a new Tilda Swinton movie out this week, A Bigger Splash, in which she co-stars with Ray Fiennes. I've always been a fan of Tilda Swinton. She had such an interesting career. You know, early on, she was working with Derek Jarman. She was in things like The Last of England. She was Gabriel in Constantine, and when you remember that film. She was the White Witch in the Narnia Chronicles, great big sort of blockbuster spectacular. More recently, we've seen her in things like Trainwreck, in which she's absolutely great, and forthcoming Hail Caesar, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm really looking forward to. So I thought this was a very good moment to do the Kermode Uncut Tilda Swinton Top 5. And at number 5, The War Zone, a very, very tough and difficult watch from director Tim Roth. It's a film about the taboo subject of incest and child abuse, and it's a film which is almost, at times, unwatchable. However, it has a standout performance from Tilda Swinton as the mum who is blind to what's going on around her in her house. A wonderful foil for the acting of Ray Winstone. As I said, it's not an easy film at all, and I'm not entirely sure that it's a film which works wholeheartedly. But her performance is really terrific. At number 4, on an altogether lighter note, Orlando, Sally Potter's adaptation of Virginia Woolf. A very sort of important and early transgender story about somebody who is neither male nor female and at the same time is both of those things. I like the film very much, not least because so many people write academic essays about it. It's one of those movies that you can go back to time and time again, and people will constantly look at it as an academic text to be picked apart and examined. And it features Jimmy Somerville in a pair of wings on the end of a crane. At number 3 in my Tilda Swinton Top 5, The Beach. Now this is kind of complicated because The Beach as a film has problems, not least the fact that it really should have starred Ewan McGregor. As you probably know, Danny Boyle was in development in the film and Ewan McGregor was set to star in it, but then that role ended up going to Leonardo DiCaprio, who was a bigger star and therefore a bigger draw. And after the fact, Boyle said, well, perhaps the whole thing didn't work out exactly as it should have done. He did agree that Ewan McGregor wasn't treated particularly well, and I've always thought that film would be better if it did have Ewan McGregor, but it is saved by having Tilda Swinton as Sal. Her casting is absolutely perfect. You cannot imagine anybody else in that role. So, Leonardo DiCaprio, not so much. Tilda Swinton, 2 thumbs up. At number 2 in my Tilda Swinton Top 5, Michael Clayton, a terrific thriller which is often overlooked and yet is a really good piece of work. Now, Tilda Swinton's role in it is a supporting role, definitely. As Karen Crowder, she is not the lead character. That's George Clooney. But she has a really important role in the film, and she does something extraordinary. To take basically a hokey, generic denouement, something which does something which never happens in real life, and somehow make you believe in it. Why do you believe in it? Because you believe in her reaction to it. Which brings me to the number 1 spot and my favourite Tilda Swinton movie, and it'll be no surprise to find out that it is, of course, Lynn Ramsey's wonderful We Need to Talk About Kevin, a brilliant adaptation of a controversial novel by Lionel Shriver. Why do I like it so much? Well, largely because her performance reminds us that we don't really need to talk about Kevin. What we need to talk about is her character. That is a story which is so much about the mother and less so about the child. All the publicity around it was to do with it being about the bad seed. Actually, it's much more than that. It is a film about maternal guilt. It is a film about the mother's anxieties and the projection of the mother's anxieties. And in anybody else's hands, it might not have been that, but I think the combination of Lynn Ramsey and Tilda Swinton makes it exactly about that. Now, Tilda Swinton, of course, received her coveted Kermode Award for her performance in We Need to Talk About Kevin. So as I said, no surprise, it's right there at the number 1 spot. So there we are, that's my Tilda Swinton Top 5. I mean, so many titles I didn't manage to get into that. I mean, I really like Trainwreck. As I said, I haven't seen Hail Caesar yet. Maybe you have. Tell me, what did I leave out?
Do you know where you're spending the afterlife?
Oh, yes, I do, as a matter of fact. I'm going straight to hell. Eternal damnation, a whole bit. Thank you for asking. Okay?